this video, we're gonna make a full, complete walk-around van tour of our 2015 Ford Transit all-wheel drive converted camper van. And I usually do these videos in Swedish, but since the Ford Transit is a quite popular platform for making these adventure van, camper van conversions, especially in the United States, I'm gonna do my best to do this video in English so I can make myself understandable to a bit wider audience perhaps. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's start with the exterior. Moving to the front here, we have two LED lights in the front. And moving up, we have a LED bar at the roof. And the entire car is painted with a similar paint like the Raptor bedliner, so it's a very strong and resilient texture in the paint. So the tires are the BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2. They are 33-inch, 235, 85, 16. And I used the similar type of tires on my previous owned Land Rover Defender 110, and I had them on the Defender for quite some time, including one 3-week overland trip to Iceland and bouncing around on super sharp lava rocks and things like that. So they are very, very resilient and strong tires, and I'm very pleased with them. So when selecting tires to the van, it was a no-brainer to go with the same type of tires. So BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2s. Moving up a bit, we have the Fiamma F45S awning. It's 3 meters wide. It's just been installed here, so I haven't used it all that much yet. Above the awning, there's a roof rack that I made myself from aluminum. And we have side LED lights and also rear LED lights. So moving on the back side of the van, I'm currently working on a spare wheel tire rack and a bike rack, so we can bring along our 2 electric mountain bikes. But those rack systems are currently under construction, and I'm inspired from the same kind of rack systems from Aluminous and Owlvan in engineering. So I'm hoping to build something similar like those kind of systems. We also have a ladder to access the roof and the roof rack. One more side light on this side here, driver's side. There's also a window that I fitted. It's actually from an old Defender 110, so it's nice to have a bit of Defender soul left in the van, or brought along from the old Defender in the van. So moving up on the roof, you can see the roof rack here that I made myself from extruded aluminum, and the sides is from laser cut aluminum that I fabricated myself and painted in the same type of Raptor style bedliner coating. There's solar panels, 200 watts, and a self-made wind deflector behind the LED bar on the roof. So let's have a quick look on the driver's side. Kind of standard Transit interior. We have a 3-seat and our child seat at the right side here, at the right hand side. We have 2 switches for the main battery and the spare battery, and underneath the passenger seats there's the dual battery system with a split charge system from C-Tech that works quite well. And we have the main batteries under the driver's seat here. So as you may have noticed, there are 2 side slide doors on this van, which is quite handy in my opinion, because the driver's side slide door works sort of like a service entrance or service compartment area where we have access to the rear side of the fridge. We have a custom-made stainless steel water tank, about 60 liters, 65 perhaps. And we have our Fiamma water pump, pressure water pump, and the water system in here. Behind all the hoses and other stuff, there's a water heater as well. Next up, let's have a look on the garage space from the rear of the van. So opening up here, you can see the bed area, the bed platform. the upper cabinet above the bed. We have some stuff here, straps, a shovel for snow and sand, a paper tissue holder, which is quite handy for degreasing bikes and bike chains and things like that. Other side, there's another molly platform with an axe, a silky big boy saw, medical kit, some other types of stuff in here. Okay, so inside here there is a camp cover storage compartment that folds down by loosening those strings you can see above. We have a light switch, which is off right now, a 12-volt outlet, ARB Thread Pro traction boards, which I intend to mount on the outside on the spare wheel tire rack that I'm building. We have the wheel arch covers. Inside we have some recovery equipment, a T-Max air compressor, and a few other bits and pieces that goes inside there. Inside here, in this large compartment, we have a hatch that opens all the way up to the front, but this is mostly a service hatch for getting access to the diesel heater that's inside here, and also the water heater with a 30-liter water tank. We have an outdoor shower that you pull out from this little door here, so you can rinse the bikes off or take a shower, obviously. That's about it for the rear compartment. Airline rails on the sides. On this side there's a camp couch, sleeping pad, tables, camp chairs, that kind of stuff. Closing up. Oh, fire extinguisher and bottle opener. Very, very important. Okay, so let's enter the heart of the van, the living space. So, here we are. We're starting from the outside. We have a fold-down table. I covered the insteps with the same kind of aluminum checker plates that the rear wheel arch covers were made of. So let's go inside. Alright, so we have the main cabinet here with the fridge from Isotherm. It's a 49-liter ASU fridge. And we have a few drawers and cabinets. Here's the algae box that you can extend on a slider platform underneath. So it creates a spare bed for our daughter and also like a couch so you can watch movies on the projector that we used to have fitted over here. So coming inside, we have the bed, the storage cabinet above the bed with 3 sections, one for me, my wife, and our daughter. Makeup mirror for the wife, the bunny. So I made these small bedside storage compartments, one for each side, and we have a 12-volt USB outlet on this side, but none on the bunny side. Although these storage compartments are quite small, they are very handy for storing water bottles, books, children books, and other kind of stuff, and other kind of small stuff that you need access to on a regular basis while living inside the van. So we have the upper cabinet right above the kitchen and the sink and the main cabinet. So 2 hatches here for storing electronics, foods and dry goods. We have an old kerosene lamp in there. There's also storage space above the driver's seat and the passenger seat, which were fitted originally in the van. So it's quite handy for storing puffy jackets, blankets, and soft goods. That takes up a lot of space, but doesn't weigh that much. So, the kitchen. We have a 2-burner stove, a sink, a faucet, and the Defender 110 window. We also have a curtain that you can simply pull down like this, which is somewhat insulating from the cold and the heat. It's from IKEA. Quite good. So we have a storage space above the fridge, so you can pull this tab here and open the hatch like so. There's also the control box for the fridge. A few stuff in there. You can also gain access to it via this hatch here, and you can push that to stay open, which creates additional countertop space. We have the fridge, isotherm with a small freezing compartment. The big main compartment underneath the sink. A few miscellaneous items in here. Toothbrush, extra gas for a regular camp kitchen, some emergency ration foods, and Bullen's Pilsnerkorv, which is very nice and very good indeed. If you haven't tried the Bullen's Pilsnerkorv, you have missed out on a lot, I promise you. In this drawer here, a few pots and pans, coffee making kit in here, utensils, coffee, champagne glasses, in plastic, unfortunately. We have a large drawer underneath here, which extends only this far, but it's quite good for storing a trash bag. You can simply keep it open, and while you are cooking you can just throw the garbage right in there and close it up once you're done. Behind the seats we have the Globe Trotters illuminated battery compartment panel. Behind there we have the spare battery, the split charge system, and everything electronics. Up here behind the passenger seat we have a MOLLE panel and a small compartment for our camp shoes. North Face camp slippers, very warm and comfy. Water bottle, knife, a dump pouch that usually holds another water bottle or maybe a garbage bag, a smaller garbage bag. Some other stuff in here, a Swiss Army knife, a LED lamp, and the trauma kit, motor trauma kit. So it sits right on the headrest on the middle passenger seat, so it's accessible both from the driver's seat, the middle passenger, and the left-hand side passenger. We have a tourniquet right underneath there, and you also have another tourniquet and chest seals, compressed gauze, and other kind of trauma gear that you obviously want immediate access to in a traffic accident or something like that. We have a Gerber seatbelt cutter and a glass breaker on here, also quite easily accessible. Alright, so the main seating area, we have obviously storage space underneath here as well. A big storage compartment usually holds a rucksack, shoes, things like that. And in here there's the porta potty. You can simply pull it out, do your business, and just close it up again. So in here there's a quite small seating space that I usually get to sit on because my wife and daughter takes the large one. But underneath here you can access the water heater, and we have an outlet. It's quite hard to see in the dark here, but we have an outlet for the diesel heater as well, and a white gas tank for the stove. In here we have a switch panel for the water pump, the heater, control panel for the heater as well, and a recently installed water tank meter. We have a slide out table for dining and working with your laptop, things like that. Also in the roof there's the Thule roof fan. We have some more paper tissue towel. Oh, and one more thing, very important, bottle opener number 2. Alright, so the passenger side, 12-volt inverter, so I can charge the electric bikes and charge our computers and everything like that, which has recently been installed. I haven't used it that much, but I tried it on a few times and it works very well. I'm quite pleased with it, since especially the ability to charge our e-bikes on the road with this inverter. Alright, so like I said before, there's a few things left on the van before I think it's completely finished, and I'm especially looking forward to installing the Van Compass 2-inch topo lift, which will provide a lift of 5 centimeters, 2 inches, and obviously getting additional ground clearance, as well as hopefully keeping the tires from rubbing to the body or to the frame while I'm doing maximum right or left turns with the steering wheels. And I also have some rubbing while I hit deep bumps in the road. Tend to rub a little bit on the inside of the wheel arches, even though I removed some of the inner pinch seam weld on the wheel arches. So I'm looking forward to the topo lift, and with that and the additional ground clearance it will provide, I think this van will be quite capable for the kind of travels we usually do. And it will obviously not be anywhere near as off-road capable as my old Defender 110, but like I said, for the type of travel we usually do, with overlanding, a few bad roads here and there, mostly dirt and gravel roads, and a lot of tarmac obviously, it will be more than enough, especially along with the original all-wheel drive system. So it will be more than good enough for our kind of travel. What's more, well, I'm also working on a front steel bumper to replace the factory plastic bumper, which also will be able to hold a winch. If I, on a later date, decide that I need a winch, I can fit it to the steel bumper. So that's a work in progress, along with the rear door, spare wheel tire racks and bike racks that I'm also working on. So there are a few bits and pieces left before the van is finished, but we have traveled with it quite a lot to this date, and we are very happy with how it performs and how we are able to live inside and out of it, in contrast to the Defender, where you always have to stay outside with the rooftop tent that we had, and everything had to be done outside, all the cooking and things like that. So with this van I really enjoy having the inside living space. You can curl up when the weather is bad, which is quite often here in Scandinavia, so it's nice to have the interior warmed up living space. But yeah, that's about it on the van tour, the van walk around. If you have any questions or want to know specifics on the build materials that I used for the cabinets, which is aluminum by the way, or anything else that I might have missed covering in this walk around, don't hesitate to post a comment in the comment sections and I'll be happy to answer any questions. And also, if you would like to see a bit more in-depth material content on, particularly with the van, don't hesitate to post a comment and I might make a video on that subject as well. So let me know in the comment section, and thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.